So it is Sunday, August 4th. There is a tropical storm headed here. Tropical storm Debby.
Oh, Phillip, buddy, it's gonna be okay, bud.
Yeah, so the weather has been nuts. There's been a lot of rain as the bands come in. Rain, wind, thunder and lightning, and crazy storminess while I was taking a bath. Righteous storm, dude. Wow. Yeah, so this rain is crazy. And we have probably not seen the last of this. I do wish that our patio is amazing in this new house, but I do wish that it would stay more dry than it does. David has this cucumber plant that he's growing out of a pot, and it is ambitious. She will not stop growing. She will not do it. So today, being Sunday, August 4th, means it is also the finale episode of House of the Dragon. And we have a little group of friends that come over every week and watch the episode and have wine and cheese. I, in the meantime, reading Salem's Lot, Stephen King. I'm also still slowly slogging through Fire and Blood, which is what the new Game of Thrones show, House of the Dragon, is based on. It's so neat. If you don't know, it's written like a history book. But it's written like a history book, which means that there are like 3 different sources that this fictional historian who's written this history book is drawing upon. And he says, well, this person said this happened and that account says this happened. So it's neat because the TV show gets to choose one of those options. And they are changing things, but they're not really changing events so much as when events happen or who is involved in those events. And I'm liking the book. It's interesting. I watch an episode of the show and then I read the book and try to catch up to that point, which is dicey because, of course, at some point, you have to go a little bit too far to realize that you've caught up to the show. Anyway, it's fun, but it does mean that I'm going to be reading this book for like 5 to 8 years. So that's going to be a little bit enraging. I have a bookmark from the Broadway musical Wicked, which I've had for a really long time. It's good for a really big book like this because the metal part that goes in there is very, very thin. But yeah, I'm reading Salem's Lot. We're going to watch Dragons tonight and have wine and cheese. Phillip is here. He does not enjoy the tropical storm very much, but he's a good boy, and he's doing well. So as the evening progresses, I think we're probably going to have some crazy weather. I don't know. But in the meantime, we're going to be in here playing games and eating cheese and drinking wine and watching House of the Dragon. And I just really hope the power doesn't go out while we're trying to watch that show. So the tropical storm has moved up into Georgia. We never lost power here, which is awesome. My parents' house did lose power for like 3 hours, but they have it back now. And So it's just like lightly raining. It's been raining for days. The storm is basically over. Last night was really fun watching House of the Dragon, having our little charcuterie board that we made. Last night I was reading Salem's Lot some more, and I'm really liking it. Actually, I think I'm like a quarter of the way through the whole book, like 24% maybe. It's really fun. It's kind of just turning into a haunted house story at this point, and it's giving me some Dracula vibes. So I'm doing some editing right now. I'm editing this actually, and trying to keep up with it so that it's not a huge project. Going out to see some friends in a show that they're doing as a showcase so that they can be hired out for, you know, parties and events and stuff. And then I'm gonna come back and probably do more editing. But I'm hoping to read like a big chunk of Salem's Lot tonight. I'm trying to prioritize or plan and strategize how to be productive on this channel and not make it a big deal. So nothing has changed really. Okay, so I went to my friend's thing last night. It was amazing. I was like so proud of them. Had a great time. And today I woke up, spent most of my day going over bills and crap. And now we're going out again to another very similar kind of event. We have some friends starting a company and they're having like a soiree. Anyway, we're going to a thing, going to a function. I feel old. All I want to do is stay home and read. And I work tomorrow. My 2 days off normally are together. And this week I have a day off. I go back to work and then I have a day off. But I did get some editing done today on this vlog, which is good because I'm trying this thing where I edit the vlogs as I go. David is at the store and he's running behind. So when he gets home, we're gonna have to leave immediately. So I need to go get dressed. I did read in Fire and Blood yesterday. I'm starting to wonder if I want to actually just finish the book because I know it's going to be like 2 years before we get the next season of House of the Dragon, and I'm not going to want to wait that long. Besides, I'll forget everything, so it won't really be like spoilers if I do. So I might finish that book. But yeah, so I'm going to go get changed, and the next time I read something, I will say hello to you again. That's how vlogging works. Goodbye. Well, it's Wednesday afternoon. I'm done with work. I have tomorrow off. Here I am encroaching on Philip's outdoor time. Before taking a shower and doing some editing, I just wanted to sit outside because it's kind of nice out. It's very breezy. It's not too hot. It's probably like, I don't know, 80. It's nice to see the sun. It's been rainy here for so many days. See the sun. Sometimes it happens on this channel. Okay. So now my office is better. So it's really nice now to be able to see out into the hallway. If I wanted, I could open that other door, this door, because that is the guest room, and there's a window in there, and I could open the door and have light. Yeah, so anyway, this is better. I feel good about this. This took me all evening after work to do, but I'm happy that I finally did it. I was feeling kind of cluttered and uncomfortable, and I couldn't be productive because I felt that way. And now my computer is mounted under my desk, and that frees up so much space. It makes a bigger difference than I even thought it would. It frees up all this room and I feel like I can breathe. So that's all done and I feel good about that. I was reading Salem's Lot last night, and Salem's Lot is just turning into Dracula, which I was not expecting. And also, I'm not mad, but I wasn't expecting that. I did know that it had something to do with vampires, but I did not realize that it was going to be so... It feels like a modern retelling of Dracula. It's very good. And the more it gets more like Dracula, the more I love it. Last night I was in bed reading that and David was asleep and I wanted to turn to him and be like, babe, it's Dracula. I was up until 5 a.m. reading last night, which is not great, but I did have a great time. All of that to say, I have so much work to do. So I'm probably not gonna vlog in this August 2024 vlog for like a few days, maybe a week or two. It is the 9th, and I think I've vlogged quite a bit. So I think if I take a little bit of a break, that's not gonna be the end of the world. But you know, you never know, because this book is really good and I might have to like just chime in to let you know how it's going. Anyway, desk moved, office organized, Salem's Lot good. And that's all I meant to tell you, so we're caught up.
In answer to Frankie's question, she replied that she couldn't say, she was sure, and withdrew carrying an empty toast rack.
Well, that was eventful. Literally, yesterday was our big work event and it went really well. People had a really good time. Today, I am sore and tired because I worked more yesterday than usual and then ran around in dress shoes all night long. Plus my stomach is not happy because it was a party, so I ate stupid things and had like a cocktail. And so today I've been laying low. Anyway, today I'm just trying to catch up on video editing. That's kind of all I'm doing. Pretty soon I will read in Salem's Lot, and that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing today and probably tomorrow because it's been a long week and I'm exhausted. You guys, my fiance is burning candles and watching an ambiance video and reading on his Kindle. He's just doing it on his own. I've turned him into me. It's going well. All right, so it is 11:30. I am in bed with my Kindle and my puppy. I've got Salem's Lot, Stephen King's second novel, candle going in this lovely ambiance video, and I'm gonna try. I'm like 80. Let's see, how far am I? 80% of the way through Salem's Lot. Now we have friends that are hosting spooky movie nights, and they start in like a week and a half, and the first one is The Shining. It's in like a week and a half, and that's book 3. And I haven't seen that movie, and I wanted to read the book before seeing the movie, even though I know they're very different. So my hope is that I can finish this book tonight or tomorrow, and then try to get significantly through, if not finished, with The Shining in the next week before seeing the movie. We'll see what happens. David is also reading Salem's Lot and gonna read The Shining. He's like 3/4 of the way through, I think. I have to turn the air conditioner down because it's very warm in here. And I was warm all day because after work we went to Epcot and I was wearing jeans. So choices have been made. So I'm going to try and read all this tonight. Wish me luck. So choices have been made. So I'm going to try and read all this tonight. Wish me luck. Well, it's a day off, and I'm here on the couch. I had a lovely cupcake and some coffee. David is out. He's running errands, and he asked if I wanted to go with him, and I was like, you know what? No, I don't. I want to stay home. So I finished Salem's Lot. I guess that was a couple nights ago. It was great. Here's the problem. Because I keep thinking ahead to like The Shining, I wasn't rushing it, but I feel like I was thinking about being done while I was reading it. But anyway, I really liked it. I love a vampire story. I loved the characters. Once again, his characters are so great. He just writes the human psyche so well. I loved the book ending of the story, the beginning and the end. It had everything it needed. There's nothing, I can't say anything negative about it, actually. In fact, all of the homophobia and gay panic all felt accurate and real and character motivated. The book didn't feel offensive or homophobic to me at all. Just some of the people in it were. And that did not bother me. You know, it's a trigger warning bonanza. That woman with the baby. But there's nothing negative I can say about it. I really loved it. So I gave it 4 stars. I finished that book and then I started to read The Shining. But I had this immediate sense of like, it's too soon. I don't want to go right into another Stephen King. So as much as I want to finish The Shining before next week, and I'm still not giving up on that, instead I picked up another book that I really wanted to read before summer was totally over, Evenings and Weekends, by this Irish author whose name I have no idea how to pronounce.
Oisín. Oisín.
But this is really fun. I'm on page 77. After one sitting, it's a nice, refreshing change from all the horror. It's always nice and refreshing to read an Own Voices queer novel. There's something about it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm having a really good time reading this, and I bet I'll be done really, really soon because I'm that far through the book. So I'm reading a book that's new. This came out recently. That's when it was published, right there. So I do think I want to just like really dive in and relish and enjoy this. I'm trying to like really enjoy and love summer before diving into fall, because fall is just a whole grandiose experience in my life, as you know. So I'm trying to let summer have its day. Then I think I'll feel like, oh, I can read The Shining now because I had a palate cleanser. Then it's time to decorate the house for Halloween and start planning my Halloween reads and stuff. It's gonna be a good one, you guys. It's gonna be fall, new house, new videos, Halloween decorations, spooky reads. I'm so excited. But for now, we are still in August and reading summer things. This clip is too long. I'm gonna let you go now. Goodbye. Okay, here we are, we're back home. All of us. David is at work, being busy and doing busy people at work things. So, Operation this guy. Today was pumpkin spice latte day. I am not a huge pumpkin spice latte person, but today I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get one. Why not? Let's take part. And I was leaving early for work, so I stopped and I got one. And it was better than I thought it was gonna be. Less sweet than I remember. Many people consider Pumpkin Spice Latte Day to be like the official beginning of fall. And it isn't, but it is the end of August. It's the 22nd. We're nearing the end of the month. We're nearing the end of this vlog. We're nearing the end of this book, Evenings and Weekends by Oisín McKenna. It's great. It's very sad. So this book, which is very quintessentially summer, being almost over is perfect. Basically, this entire book is leading up to this big party where all of these different characters that are all going through different intense sort of like moments in life are going to end up in the same room. The shit's gonna hit the fan for a lot of people. And I'm getting closer and closer to the party, I can tell. So I can't imagine reading the rest of this book from where I am in any more than one sitting. I wouldn't want to break it up. So my plan is this. I am going to finish this book and allow the vibes of summer to wash over me because I only have, I don't know, like that much left to read. And then it'll be a momentous moment in my life as I transition into thinking about fall 2024. And also tonight I'm going to start reading The Shining, and I will feel, I think, much better about starting The Shining now than I was gonna feel a couple days ago. Oh, except for the fact that I completely forgot about the bookshelves for my office that are on the front porch. And I need to at least bring them inside, because I don't know when David's gonna be home to help me, and it's been raining. Well, I have finished this beautiful, beautiful book. Oh, I cried a lot reading this one. This book is filled with intensely real people. And it totally captures the momentous feeling of living in a big city during a hot summer and meeting new people and running around and having emotional experiences and feeling like you're part of something important, something huge. I lived in New York for 7 years, and I had some summers that felt like that. And this book totally reminded me of those feelings. It did capture that. So that's a success in and of its own. But also the characters are just so dear, so lovely. They all end the book in slightly different places emotionally. Some of them more healed than others, but something's got to give. For all of these characters, it feels like that something has started to give way, and they are turning the corner towards the next thing. That's really nice. The way it feels like a bittersweet but poignant sort of ending of summer. That's really great. And again, it's so nice to read a queer book filled with queer characters of all different shapes and sizes and colors and letters of the alphabet. And it was written by a queer author, and it has that authenticity to it and feels so vibrant and beautiful. And it's so wonderful to have finished this book today in late August, as I'm sort of myself bidding adieu to summer and thinking about the fall and a new season. And now I need to shower.